Hey guys, Island Turtle here. Welcome to BOMISpirit. So this is an impromptu live reading that I'm going to be doing. It just felt like it, just felt like doing it. This is not something I do consistently, but I have a little bit of time this morning to do it, and so we're going to do it. But I'm going to wait a few minutes for everybody to kind of climb in here, get settled, get your coffee, get your water. I mean, even here, it's like not really like morning anymore. But personally, I've been sleeping a lot. I'm definitely still in this sleepy mode. Hello, hello. There we go. We got some people coming in here. Wasn't expecting this. That's why it's impromptu. Hi, Celestial Earth Goddess. Shailene. That's a cool name. Yasmin. Hi, hello. Good morning. Aloha Friday. Hope everybody's having a really good Friday. I know this weekend also is Mother's Day weekend, right? Yes, it is Mother's Day weekend. Um, so I know some of you guys probably got some plans going on. I know some of you guys probably have some stuff coming up emotionally for you as well. And so you know what? It just felt perfectly timed. Um, we'll see how the format of this is gonna go. I was debating about doing each sign actually, and I'm like, that sounds like a lot. So probably not gonna do each sign because I am tired. Um, Definitely gonna be doing some elements. I'm tempted to do a collective reading as well. No, I will not. I will not. I just said that out loud and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not. You're dreaming a lot. Hello. That Aquarius reading you did help me process a lot today. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, that Aquarius reading was like, there's a lot with that Aqua reading. By the way, for those of you guys who are not patrons, YouTube is still processing them, which is annoying. I did them yesterday. So I can't download and post them to YouTube yet. So hopefully I can do that by tonight for those of you guys who are still waiting on Aqua. But my patrons already have access to them. It's just a weird YouTube thing that started around Mercury when, oh my God, words, that started around when Mercury retrograde started, where I record everything live because it just automatically would post to YouTube. But since retrograde started, they've been delaying that process, and sometimes it takes up to 24 hours now, which is like crazy. On a bus to the capital, on a bus. Oh my God. I need Java just to make my mouth work. Mm. You've been up since 5 this morning? Oh boy. Yeah, having the Clyde stir. He was a little mad at me. He was acting out a little bit, so I didn't get like super awesome sleep last night. But that's okay. It happens. So yeah, I've been kind of up like in and out since like 3 this morning. Um, Hi from Arizona. Hello. Rich Rising. Oh, I like that. Can you give your 2 cents on Venus and Virgo? Are you traveling? Yes, I am traveling. I'm still traveling. I will not be settled into my place until the end of the month. So still got a bit to go there. Yay, caught you live. Sending love from Canada. Hi, Canada. You know, Canada's been on my list for a while. I've really wanted to go and check it out, and I've been so close. Like, I've been like practically to the border like a couple times. I just haven't had the opportunity to cross the border. Um, so disconnected since Mercury retrograde. Guys, Mercury retrograde's been bringing up a lot, and I even debated this morning about doing this or doing the next podcast episode and talking about this Mercury retrograde because, you know, Taurus, every sign covers a lot of territory as far as aspects of our lives, and then you have like signs that kind of bleed into each other that touch on the same things, right? So Taurus covers a lot. I mean, it covers the physical realm, aesthetics, self-esteem as like the broadest way you can like look at Taurus energy. But I've been seeing so much coming up in the collective and even feeling a lot coming up in the collective around image, around body image, around the vessel, aesthetics. And then I've even been getting a lot about like food and resources. There's also been still a lot of this like blueprint energy because Vesta was really working a lot with us for a while in the realm of Taurus. Still is technically. Well, is it? No, I don't think. I gotta double check on that. I think Vesta's actually done with Taurus. I can't quite remember. Um, but yeah, Vesta was working with Mercury and Taurus for a while, and it was really bringing up this blueprint energy of what kind of life are we living, and are we really going for our goals, and is it really aligned to what it is that makes us happy and is sustainable and all these things, right? There's also integrity and accountability are huge themes right now with Mercury and Taurus. There's also been this confronting negative self-talk with Mercury and Taurus. There's been so many themes, and with all this like Cancer Leo energy coming up now too, there's also this focus on home and emotional nourishment within the context of all that Mercury Taurus lessons. And so there's a lot of stuff coming up right now. It's a lot of stuff. And yeah, I want to do an episode on it, but like because I'm like not in my I'm not in my normal space with like my normal things, I just didn't feel like totally like ready to go for that. Plus I'm also, like I said, I'm kind of tired. And when I'm tired, I'm a little bit more in that like open channeled space. So I was like, no, let me do a live reading. We'll do that. We'll do that instead. That'll be a time. That'll be a time to talk about all that stuff. Hey, Angela. Oh, you're excited. Thank you. Excited to see you too. But yeah, so it's about 6 minutes in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I would so appreciate it if somebody did timestamps. I'm gonna have a pen and paper here, but you guys know how I am. When I get into it, I start to forget. And then it's like, darn it, forgot to put the timestamp for that. So if somebody would be oh so kind to do that, I would be very appreciative. But I am gonna try to be responsible enough to do it myself, okay? So we're going to just do elements. We're not going to do a collective read for the weekend. Like I said, this weekend we do have Mother's Day. We do have a lot of this earthy water energy going on too still. I remember when I did the weekly for this week, I was really excited and kind of like in awe about how harmonious some of the energies were building up how harmonious the energies were going to be this week, especially towards the end, which here we are towards the end of the week. So who are we going to start with? God, you can even hear my voice is like, blah. I'm also like super dry. Ugh. And my asthma is not great. So it's like, that's all affecting my voice. Earth, water, air, fire. I'm hearing Cappy really loud. So I guess we're going to go with earth signs first. Let's do earth signs. I'll just start at like 7:25. Whatever. Okay. Ooh, are we going to start with the animals? Did you guys miss the animals? I always miss the animals. We're going to do that. We're going to start with the animals for earth signs. We're going to get into tarot after that. So let's see here. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I am hearing Venus. Venus is probably working really well with you, earth signs. Right now, you probably feel very supported by Venus. Obviously, I would check your houses to see where Venus is transiting as well. A lot of mom energy. A lot of mom energy. It's really more about like this hugging energy that I'm feeling. Like feeling hugged, feeling loved, feeling nurtured. But it's coming through as hugs. Like, it's coming through as hugs, wanting to engage in this kind of energy. So I'm not taking it because the way it came out, but the otter did just kind of peek out. That is unconditional love, being open and receptive to love and tribe and relationships and all of that. It's funny because like I just got pulled into Cancer really hard, but I'm trying to stay in that earth sign energy. But like I said, that's just part of the energy that you guys are feeling right now. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. There's a little bit of a push-pull. Okay, so earth signs for this weekend. You're going to feel this push-pull in your heart space of wanting to kind of get into this very vulnerable, watery space. And then you're going to like pull back from it. It's like, get into it and then pull back. And then get into it and then pull back. You're not wanting to stay there. You're not wanting to stay there. You could also be getting pulled on by like, the happenings of life, the things we all need to do as adults. That's what it feels like, almost getting pulled into practical away from the emotional, but you want to, I can feel it, like you want to get into that vulnerable space. When you're talking with people or you're engaging with people this weekend, you're going to really feel your heart space like light up and fill up. And that's when you're going to engage with it. But I can feel it. It's like some of you are going to want to disconnect after a bit. out of discomfort. And some of you are just going to get caught up in the happenings of life. But it's a nice space to be in. Any messages or insights from my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Oh, my hands just got cold. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It's okay to be out in the sun. No, it's funny, the ones that come out that way. Yeah, it's interesting. It's like this energy of connecting with people, being in your heart space, getting vulnerable, getting into your Venus energy, being seen is really how I'm interpreting that, spending time in the sun. Being seen and receiving. It's okay to do that. It's okay to do that. You might just feel a little extra sensitive, like being in that kind of space. Could also deal with a Leo, could have that in your chart. Any messages or insights from our earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm getting the turtle. Some of you might really resonate a lot with the turtle. By the way, when I'm like doing readings and stuff, I might not look a lot at the chat, just so you guys know, because it'll pull me out of the channeling. But turtle's coming through. Turtle to me, when turtle comes up, is ancestral energy. It is also grandmother energy to me. Represents the feminine cycles of the moon. If any of you watch the Aquarius reading or will resonate with the Aquarius reading when you read it, when you watch it, you could pertain to this message could also resonate for you with the turtle and the moon cycles. Moon cycles are pretty huge in the aqua reading. But anyway, turtle's coming up here. I just feel like it's this ancestral support, ancestral connection for my earth sides. Camel just came out. Camel to me, with Camel has been coming out the last few months. Sorry, I just got nasally. It's a bit of a survivor energy. Getting through things, right? Getting through the desert, the 40 days, the 40 nights. Like that's what the camel is to be. And we do have the image of the moon there. Crescent moon. Why is the camel here? Clyde. Sorry. Why is the camel here? It's interesting because it's like there's a desensitization I'm getting with the camel. A desensitization to survival mode, to living with the bare minimum, or living without. Thank you. Interesting. To living without. Oh, living without water. Not living in the heart space. Not having that emotional nourishment. I was like, what's going on here? Yeah, so there's a desensitization that's coming up here with the camel to lack of emotional support and nourishment. Desensitization to it. They keep showing me the turtle. Don't be surprised if you start to think about your family, start to have dreams about certain ancestors, or just start to feel them around you. It just feels like a close, like, hey, like a close, like, hey, we got you. Hey, like, it's okay to receive. Like, hey, it's okay to like be in this space and get in this energy. But yeah, this feels like a desensitized, illusionary contentment of lack of emotional support. I hope that made sense the way I phrased it. What is it, buddy? Oh, Bubster. Okay. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Taurus, you're really calling my attention right now. Why are you calling my attention so strongly? Something about you wants to be loud, Taurus. Something about you wants to be really, really loud. Are you frustrated? You feel a little frustrated. So Taurus, so this is like for earth signs, but I'm clearly getting little messages for the different signs. So just take the messages as they resonate. Yeah, Taurus, it's like, I almost feel like you want, like, what is that thing? What's the name of the thing? Where it's like a loudspeaker, but there's a name for it and it's portable. Like you want one of those right now. That's what you want. Then right now or over this weekend. You might be trying to get a message across to somebody that maybe you feel like they don't. Megaphone? Okay, thank you. I was like, it's funny because I almost said bullhorn, but I'm like, that's not right. Yeah, megaphone. Thank you. I feel like you're trying to get a message across, you're trying to be heard, and it could be frustrating because it has this feeling of like they can't hear you or you can't be heard for whatever reason. Um, yeah, there's some sort of truth or information or something that you want to be known, but it's been having trouble being received or understood. And it could be because of Mercury retrograde, literally retrograding in your sign. Um, what was that? Hold on, there was another message right there. Come back, come back, come back. Thank you. Just to be honest with you, Taurus, some of you, if this is relating to a specific person, you kind of, it has this vibe of like, can't you read my mind? No. Most people cannot read your mind. Now you're gonna know who you are if that's you, or if you're dealing with somebody who's like acting like that. Because for some of you, I'm getting that there is this like little tension of like, isn't it obvious? No, it's clearly not obvious. It's clearly not. Interesting, lizard. So lizard is an overwhelmed energy. It also is my empath overload card. Being overly stimulated. But again, I feel like it's a frustration with you more than anything. But if you are dealing with somebody who's very sensitive, this could be why they're not receiving it. They could be getting overloaded themselves. But yeah, I feel like this is like representing more of what you're going through, Taurus, what you could be potentially dealing with. But earth signs as a whole, coming back to this like desensitization, right? To like not having a lot of water, to not having a lot of emotional nourishment to be drinking from, to be nourished from. Lizard coming out here tells me that you've kind of been in a little bit of denial about how much this is actually stressing out your energy, stressing out your equilibrium of life, of your soul, if you will. Okay? And earth signs, you guys can be really good at that. That's the thing. You guys can be really good at that, especially if any of you have like a moon earth placement. You could be really good at, like, how do I want to say? Not detaching, that's not the right word. Like, God, what's the word for this? Not expressing or not really getting super entrenched in your emotional imbalances. Like you're really good at getting caught up in other things. Anyway, coming back. Any other messages or insights from my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. A part of you wants attention, especially my Tauruses, but a part of you guys wants attention. Interesting. So Hawk just came out. I love when Hawk comes out because Hawk in this deck speaks to being divinely guided. Like getting intuitive hits, getting signs, getting omens, even your guides being like, go that way, right? That's what this card coming out is indicating. It's the pull. It's the pull to the water. It's the pull to emotion. It's the pull to tribe, emotional nourishment, receiving all of that. That is the pull that you're going to be feeling this weekend. And you might actually get some big signs and synchronicities. You might even have like some sort of fated event. There's going to be more fated events coming up because Jupiter is moving into Taurus and North Node is in early degrees Taurus and Mercury is in Taurus. We've been learning all these lessons around Mercury, and Mercury is going station direct at 5 degrees Taurus, which is very close to where the North Node is right now. So there's going to be a lot of fated events coming up in the next like couple weeks or so. So just pay attention to that. But this pull that you feel, you really should pay attention to it. It's pulling you out of the desert. It's pulling you to the water. So you guys could actually be feeling drawn to like the ocean or rivers or water. It's funny because there's no water element card on the board. But coming back to this attention feeling, a part of you actually wants attention and recognition. You just don't let that part of you be expressed. You just like don't let that part of you like be known for some reason. Some of you guys do have a hang up about that. I can feel that. Some of you guys like have shame around that of like wanting attention. Let's keep going. Oh, the air just kicked on. I should probably turn the air off. It's actually really cold in here. Clyde. Don't mind Clyde. Any other messages or insights for earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Overall, we have the Lamb. I love the lamb. Lamb is baby to me. It's baby energy, it's renewed energy, it's birthed energy, it's cleansed energy, it's pure energy. Wow. And then we have the eagle. The eagle. You see what I'm saying? It's like spirit, universe is trying really hard to pull you in a certain direction here. I also feel like that part of you that wants attention is definitely like inner child, like inner child part of you. With the eagle, when the eagle comes out, for those of you guys who are new with this particular deck, the eagle is kind of like the world card. It represents karmic cycles, closing them and starting them. With the lamb, it's about moving into something new, right? Moving in a new direction, moving into a new chapter. But I feel like more so it's really just about moving towards the water. Moving towards the water. Let yourself get cleansed. Earth signs. Let emotion move through you, cleanse you, heal you, get you in your heart space. Allow that receptivity of emotion from other people, emotional support from other people, all that stuff. Allow the waters to flow, essentially, is your big message for this weekend. Let me put that on Do Not Disturb. I gotta turn this air off. Hold on. I'm also gonna get up. Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on. Buddy. Buddy. Oh. Okay. Oh. Very cold. Very cold. All right, let's go to pull some tarot cards for Earth sides. Who's gonna get Midnight Magic deck today? It might be fire. I'm actually feeling fire with that. So let's go with this one. I'll go with this one. Clyde wants attention too. He always wants attention. He always wants attention. He's a ham, and he knows it. And he knows he can get away with it. All right. Any messages or insights from my Earth signs? See? Buddy, can you chill? Please, can you chill? Can you relax? Okay, Clyde, come here. No. Here, why don't you sit on the bed? Let's see if he stays on the bed. He really likes that bed. Let's see if he plops down. Okay, special guest appearance. Oh. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Any other messages or insights from my Earth signs pertaining to this spread? Yeah, why are you so afraid of the water? Earth signs, why are you so afraid of the water? I feel like for some of you, it's like when the water comes your way, like from another person, not just like your own emotions, but like when someone's giving to you, it's like I feel almost like this, like this kind of reaction a little bit. Like you might get anxious. Some of you guys might get anxious. Triggered. Some of you might be very sensitive empaths, and when someone's trying to give you emotion, it might actually just be overwhelming because you're feeling their energy so much. There's a small group of you there. But why are you so afraid of the water? Do you not know how to swim? I think you know how to swim. I'm speaking metaphorically, you know. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo for this weekend. Capricorn, Taurus. Ooh, High Priestess. Talk about water energy. High Priestess is Pisces energy. Also for me represents Moon, Neptune, Divine Feminine. It's psychic energy. Okay, it's psychic energy, Divine Wisdom energy. You're in High Priestess mode, which tells me also that you are a little isolated too. When anybody's in High Priestess mode or High Priest mode, they're kind of in their own bubble. But it also tells me that you're very aware, that you're very aware of what's going on right now. that you're very aware about the fact that you've kind of been in a emotional desert, so to speak, as far as receiving. As far as receiving and also allowing yourself to sit in that space within yourself, you know you've been there. You know. You know you've been there. Some of you could have been going through an initiation, and that will become very clear this weekend if you have been. It has a little bit of that feeling. Like desert 40 days, 40 nights as a high priestess, that definitely feels a little initiation-like. Like a little dark night of the soul, like, yep, full in reverse, what you're afraid of. When you get the full in reverse, it's afraid of taking a risk. It can also be about making mistakes and acting foolish. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like this is you being very aware of why you are afraid of the water. It's a risk in your mind. It's risky. It's a gamble. They're actually showing me the dice. Yeah, it's a risk. It's a gamble to allow that to happen, to allow the waters to come in, specifically from other people. But it's what you want. That's the thing. It's what you want. Yes, see, 10 of Cups in reverse. The lack of water, the lack of emotional support, the lack of a happy family environment. Maybe even feeling like even your home doesn't really emotionally nourish you. Your life might be a little overly practical, and you might be really realizing that it's not all about the practical, but it's also about the emotional, to make room for that, make room for relationships, make room for tribe, make room for family. And you got to work through your fear on it. Some of you is coming down to just straight up fear. You want it. There's no shame in wanting that. There's no shame in wanting that. Oh, no, I just started. I'm still doing earth signs. There's no shame in wanting that. Some of you may come from a very overwhelming family background. And what I mean by that is like chaotic, like family background or environment where it was just too much for you. Could be potentially just very traumatic as well. And that could be the reaction that's happening when someone's trying to give to you or present energy to you. And it's like, whoo, trauma. Or it could totally be the case for some of you. So you're all in a different space. You just need to understand where you're at personally in the context of this reading. But you're aware. You're aware of what you want. You're aware you've been without emotional support. And you're aware that you want it. And Spirit's like, you can have that. You just gotta, it's like, I can feel you need a cleanse though. Like the water will cleanse you, right? If you let the water in, it will cleanse you. Anything else for my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Woo! Okay. Cards were getting funky for a second. Interesting. Look at this. Knight of Cups in reverse. Your water cards are in reverse. They're in reverse here, earth signs. Yeah, this is you not being open and receptive to it. This is you keeping the floodgates up. But you don't want to anymore. But you have to like have that moment of honesty and just admit it to yourself. Anything else for my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I feel like you're going to have an opportunity with people this weekend to let the floodgates open. And you also have to be honest with yourself about this reaction too, about this anxiety-inducing, triggery reaction or feeling overwhelmed. And it's honestly your responsibility. It's no one else's. I know that sounds a little harsh, but it's no one else's responsibility but your own to work through that. There's not going to be a magic person where it's just not going to be a thing. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I think you guys understand what I'm saying. I don't want to like go on a huge diatribe here. If you want to let the floodgates open, you want to let the water in, you want to let people in, you have to take responsibility for how you react to people, right? Anyway. Any other messages or insights? I knew that 3 of Cups was going to come out. Oh, earth signs. It's funny because we have like no earth here. Like you're not in your element this weekend. We have 3 of Cups in reverse, the 3 of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Swords. I don't think this Knight of Swords is you. I don't think this is you. I think this is someone coming in to say something to you. And it actually might be exactly what you need to hear because it's going to be triggering. I feel like someone's speaking to this disappointment as to like why you're not letting them in. Like quite literally, like Three of Cups in reverse. Like, why are you not receiving like my energy or my love or my support, or why are you not talking to me, or why are you staying away from me, or why are you pushing me away, or why are you being so closed off? Like it has that feeling. And with the Knight of Swords, it's very like, right? It's not soft by any means. It's just very direct. But the context of the conversation is this: Three of Cups in reverse and Three of Wands in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse is like no emotional support, like not spending time with people. Three of Wands in reverse is this feeling of distance or feeling like something isn't happening or something's not coming to fruition. And yeah, it's like someone's got something to say. I don't think this is you. I think this is coming in, and this might be the fated event that's happening for you over the course of the weekend here. Um, wouldn't be surprised if it's Mother's Day. Because let's face it, nothing like holidays to bring people like up and out and speak in truth, right? Wow. All right. Last little bits here for my earth signs. Nice. And then we get strength, which is like the perfect card to come out for a reading like this, right? Because strength speaks to courage, it speaks to resilience, it speaks to the strength of our own will, which also comes from our own strength of mind, Daisley. But it's also about understanding your inner beast, right? Your inner shadow, your inner impulses, your inner animal, which is something that the full moon Scorpio is really helping us with. And this is you as the Empress or an angel taming that, working with it, right? So you actually are bringing all these different sides to you and coming to the table with this wisdom, this maturity as the high priestess. You're a high priestess. Like, you understand everything that's happening here. You're not ignorant to it. It's not shocking. The only thing that might be shocking is someone coming in to call you on it. That might be the only thing that's shocking here. But you have all the tools to deal with this. Okay. On the bottom, more water in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh Jesus, more water in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse. This is what I'm saying. It's like most of your cards are water. You have no earth on the board at all. But most of them are water, and all of the water in reverse. You got to let the waters in, earth signs. Queen of Cups in reverse is Cancer energy. Again, this energy of mother, right? Emotional nourishment, emotional support, healing. Four of Cups in reverse. This might be the root of this pattern for you, this behavior for you. Queen of Cups in reverse with Four of Cups in reverse speaks to abandonment issues. It could even be like straight up fear of abandonment, fear of rejection. This could even speak to codependencies and addictions, but I'm getting strong abandonment, like fear of abandonment, maybe even fear of like pain, like fear of being hurt. But that's what I'm getting. It's fear of abandonment, but it also has such a lonely feeling about it. Like you guys can actually be very lonely, but you're not fully tuning into how lonely you actually are. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's kind of the feeling I'm getting here. Because you've been desensitized. You've been very desensitized to this. Wow, that was quite a reading. Okay, let's move on. You guys know how to handle this. I'm not worried about you. You know how to handle this. All right. Oh, where's my water? There it is. I wanted to get my coffee, but I can tell I need water. And then we'll move on to the next side. Even though I'm late, I'm going to start things over. Well, I just only did one element. We got 3 more elements. You might as well watch it later and hang out with us. Oh, excuse me. Thank you for that. You're welcome. And honestly, guys, that's the other thing too. It's like you can work with the element of water without going to the water. You can take spiritual baths. What I like to do, especially because most of the time I don't have access to a bath, I like to like make my own little like sweat lodge in the shower. It's like I close the door, I run it as hot as it'll go. I like really let the steam build. And then I sit under that hot water, like as hot as I can bear. Like, don't burn yourself, but like as hot as I can stand it. And I start to really feel that, like, it really gets you deep into your body and like really helps to cleanse and get that stuff up and out. But anyway, so that was earth signs. Who's going next? Darn it. Ooh. My humidifier is coming today. I'm very excited. Okay. Air, water, or fire for this weekend? Air, water, or fire for this weekend? All right, we're gonna go with fire. Let's see. I'll just do this at like, yeah, 45 should be fine. Okay. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Oh, you guys feel kind of sad. Why do you guys feel sad? You guys feel a little sad this weekend. You feel sad and angry at the same time. You do. You feel sad and angry at the same time. Definitely frustrated. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I would say more so Aries and Leo. Sag, I'm not really feeling that from you. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that from Sag. I'm really feeling that for Aries and Leo, though. Very strongly. This, like, sad, angry, irritated, frustrated, kind of, like, mood swingy and, like, restless. Like, almost like your Mars energy is, like in a square or something. Like, do you guys ever get in those states where, like, you're just, like, so irrationally irritated that, like, you're kind of jumping between, like, being angry and then just being, like, I don't know, just, like, frustrated, but then irritable, but then blah, and then you just, like, don't know what to do with yourself? That's kind of what I'm feeling with my fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, Sag, I don't feel like you're in this boat. Hold on, what is Sag doing? What is Sag up to? You guys feel a little emotional, like you guys feel a little sad, but I don't feel anger from my Saggies. I just feel this, like, sad recognition of something. Yeah, with Sag, I just feel the sad recognition of something. But anyway, let's get back to it. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. Oh, I am hearing you owe me. You owe me. There's an entitlement happening, whether it's you or someone that you're dealing with. There's an entitlement. You, like, either you feel like someone owes you, someone feels like you owe them, or it's like something should be yours, or you should be getting something or experiencing something and you're not. And it's like, but it's mine. But it's mine. It's mine. I'm entitled to it. Yeah, there's an entitlement going on here. Let's see. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. Sag, if you're experiencing this in another person, I feel like if they're expecting something from you, I feel like you're just not even engaging. You're just like, bye. Bye now. But Aries and Leo, I feel like Aries and Leo are really caught up in this energy. Sag, you guys just feel generally, like, quiet. In comparison. Am I taking these? No. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. You guys might be so frustrated because there might be something that you need to just recognize and you don't want to. Seems to be the theme of the weekend. Ooh, and here we go. Beaver and fire ant. There's the frustration. Fire ant specifically represents tension, anger, and frustration, like a building of stress or a building of tension. It is my anger, one of my anger cards. And then we have beaver, which beaver is like consistent work and consistent effort. Something has been boiling to the surface. Something has been building within you that's getting you frustrated. And again, this can be reversed. This can be somebody around you or in your field. It doesn't have to be you. So take it as it resonates. But this weekend, this might be boiling over, especially considering that Mercury is going stationary direct very soon. I think literally on Sunday, it's going stationary direct. So there's a slow build. Slow boiling of the water is happening here. Okay. Some of you could be frustrated at work with the beaver and fire ant. That could also that can also represent this. It can also represent somebody who's putting in so much consistent effort and investment, and all it's doing is making them irritated. Like it's uncomfortable. Oh, the cards are suddenly getting like agitated. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, I'm feeling like, oh, more anger. Panther, that's my catharsis card. This is like a lash out of anger or a release of strong emotions, but it's not usually like sad. It's not soft. It's usually like, right? It's usually that. You got two of like, excuse me. I think these are my only anger cards actually in this whole deck, and you have both of them. 2 out of 3 cards are anger. I feel like you've been putting in investment. That's what I'm really feeling that for my fire signs. Like you've been consistently doing something, investing in something or someone, giving your energy, giving your time. And again, this could be totally just work related or family related. Take it as it resonates. But whatever you've been consistently working on, investing in, or building up, you've actually been getting more and more frustrated. And now it's time to really acknowledge why you've been frustrated. Acknowledge why you've been, there's almost this feeling of like not equal or not appreciated, like taken for granted even, or it's amounting to nothing. But I feel like you're targeting this anger at another person. It does feel that way. It doesn't feel just like being angry at a situation. It feels like you're angry towards people. Oh, excuse me. Because there is an entitlement of I've been doing A to Z. Where's my recognition for that? Where's my reward for that? Where's my results, right? Like I put in all this effort A to Z. What am I getting for it? You feel like you're not getting anything. Or you feel like it may be that it was even a mistake. But it's building up over the course of the weekend. And when Mercury goes, oh my God, when Mercury goes stationary direct, the bubble's gonna pop. Okay, I took it back. This is another tension card. It's not an anger card, but it's a tension card. You got a lot of stress cards on the board, fire sides. Tarantula. Tarantula comes out when there's stress, when there's tension, maybe even a little bit of fear. It also speaks to crossroads. Feeling stuck and feeling like time to make a choice. And sometimes this happens, right? Sometimes we go in with the best of intentions into a job, a relationship, a project, and it's like, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to give it my all. It's going to be great. It's going to be exactly what it needs to be. Only to realize maybe it's not. Maybe it's not what you thought. And maybe you've been getting resentful. Maybe you've been feeling burnt out. Maybe you've been feeling unappreciated. Maybe you feel like it's like amounting to nothing. And now it's time to make a very uncomfortable choice. To maybe decide, all right, maybe this wasn't worth investing in. Maybe I shouldn't have been putting in so much of myself into this. And maybe it's time to do something about it. Maybe I just need to express my anger and rage and irritation and see what happens. But this is clearly building up to like, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm not happy. I'm not comfortable. And now I'm angry. And this is me deciding to speak on it or do something about it. Anything else for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. It's interesting because as much anger is here, I can still feel this twinge of sadness and disappointment. I can it's like a tiny little twinge, but there's so much frustration that's like overshadowing it. You guys are really in your element. Wait, 5. Out of 5 cards, 4 of them are fire. Look at this. Fire, 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 fire. You're in your element for sure. Tiger. This is a power card. It's also a divine feminine power card. Also speaks to spiritual awakenings as well, but it is a ferocious energy, but it's an empowered energy. It's kind of like the King and Queen of Wands. I actually look at the tiger and the lion as counterparts to each other in this deck. The lion in this deck is the master of fire. The tiger to me is Queen of Wands, but that's what I'm saying. Like they're kind of like counterparts to me in this deck. Interesting, and look what you guys got. The hawk, being guided. You're being guided to step into your power here and speak your mind, because underneath that we do have the black egg. Throat chakra. This is the throat chakra card. You see the alchemical symbol for spirit, the throat chakra. You're being guided to speak up. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And sometimes we have to get to this point where we're just like, you know what? I'm done. I had nothing left in this. I'm irritated. This doesn't work for me. I gave it my best, and that's all you can do. But time to make a choice. Right? Time to make a choice. And Spirit's even saying, yeah, it's time to say something. Time to say something, for sure. Underneath that, we do have Stingray. Time to say something to say something about this, because it's aligned to your spiritual integrity. Okay? Yeah, I'm still doing fire. All right. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards. Ooh, you guys are getting Midnight Magic. You're getting Midnight Magic. Wait, oh, are you? No, you're not. Okay, they said no. Sorry. Sorry. I really thought you guys were gonna get it. And then I heard a big fat no. Like, okie dokie. We'll see who gets that. It's either gonna be air or water. Okay. Fire signs. Any other messages or insights for my fire signs for this weekend? Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. You could have been trying to be really patient in this situation. And again, I really want to say, I feel like there's a group of you where it's like, how do I want to say this? Kind of like with Taurus, actually. Yeah, kind of what I felt. Actually, yeah, no, it is. It's exactly what I felt with Taurus. Like, can't you see how irritated I am? Can't you see how upset I am? Like a little bit of wanting people to read your mind. So there could be connection there between you and Earth signs or you and Taurus, but we're under the collective energy of Taurus, and it's affecting everybody. So I think that's more to what it is. But anyway, any messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries. By the way, hit the like button, pretty please. I appreciate it. It does help the video circulate, and YouTube doesn't really circulate live videos as much anymore. So I really would appreciate if you guys could hit the like button if you guys are hanging out in here. So we got like almost 350 people in here and 100 something likes. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, you had the best of intentions here. 3 of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, Knight of Pentacles is integrity. It's very much like the Beaver card. It's consistent effort. It's consistent, reliable effort to build something, right? And it's also sustainable as well. But the 3 of Swords being there, you feel like it's kind of been for naught, or it hasn't really worked out in the way that you expected it to. You had the best of intentions, and clearly you just feel like it just was for naught. Okay. Where is the like button? It should be like, if you're on if you're on full screen, get out of full screen and then like the button on the, the video page, I guess would be the name for that. And then go back in. Anything else for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. My belly just got hot. This energy is hot. It's like you're breathing fire like a dragon, okay? The belly is hot. Any other messages or insights here? Ooh, wow. Talk about power. So we have Strength and the Emperor card. Very strong fire energies here because we do have Leo and Aries, literally. Sometimes the Emperor can be seen as Taurus as well. But here we have Aries, Leo energy. It's exactly the energies I was feeling too for your collective reading. With the Strength card, I think you're done taming yourself. I'll put it that way. I think you're done holding back your frustrations and your anger. And now I feel like you're actually moving into more of like the power part of strength, where it's like you're not holding back, but now you're like full force, confidently, right? Here I am in my power, showing you what's what, saying what's what, pointing out the obvious. I don't know what that was. But you're in your power here. You're in your power and you're doing something about it. Some of you might even have felt a little controlled in this situation as well. Especially with the beaver being here and the fact that you're showing up in your masculine energy for a little bit. It says that you have been giving, you know, that you've been giving, providing even, but maybe in a way where you have also felt taken advantage of or controlled. Like I'm just getting a little bit of that. Some of you guys might even struggle with authority issues or power dynamics. This could even have been a huge power play that's been going on here and you're not playing the game anymore. But however, it's resonating for you. But that's just something that I can see as a theme here. Any other messages or insights for my fire signs? Page of Swords. Now, when the Page of Swords comes out, it's kind of a funky card. Because pages in and of themselves, like no card is innately bad. No card's innately bad. I mean, we have our connotations and associations, all these different cards, right? But when the Page of Swords comes out, pages are generally like a new way of thinking or a new perspective. But the Page of Swords is about communication. It's also about understanding, right? Like taking an analytical approach to something or research. But it can come off, the pages are like children. So when you have a page coming out, it can be pure, it can be new, but it can also be a little immature, like underdeveloped in a way, right? There's something about the way this release is happening, this expression is happening, that has like no control to it. You're taking the control off. You're taking the reins off of yourself, which I don't think is necessarily bad. It's not bad. It's just untamed. It's untamed. It's wild. Maybe even arguably a little childlike. Maybe it's also your inner child that's a little frustrated here. The Page of Swords can leave a taste of like being cut and a little like bitterness and like, yeah, you understand what I'm saying? I think you guys understand what I'm saying. I just don't love the flavor that this is leaving behind with the Page of Swords, but that's because you're literally taking the reins off of yourself because you've had enough, which again, I don't think is necessarily bad. Okay. I also feel that you have been observing and watching the person or people that you are dealing with in this situation, where you feel this power and yeah, there's a power imbalance happening here, and you're done with it. You're sick of it. Some of you, this is about standing up to a boss or standing up to somebody who's older than you, or somebody who in some way there's this unspoken hierarchy because it's a power dynamic, right? And you're speaking up to that. It's kind of like the servant speaking up to the king, right? Not to say you're a servant, but it's like, you understand what I'm getting at with that. Interesting. Any other messages or insights? It has that feeling because whoever it is that you're dealing with, like, yeah, they do power trip a little bit. They do power trip a little bit. They've had too much power in this dynamic. Ace of Swords in reverse. There has been some lack of truth here. Has there been lies? Hold on a second. No, unclear communication. Thank you. They clarified that for me. So there has been some unclear communication that's gone on here, which has also just aided the frustration, enabled the frustration, enabled the power dynamics, enabled this whole like, hey, I came with good intentions. I came with integrity and accountability, and that's not being met. That's not being met. You're shining light on the Ace of Swords in reverse. Anything else for my fire signs? Ooh. Death in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're revealing what's really been going on here. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, there is some sort of misstep. Like, I'm actually hearing mistake. Mistakes have been made. There's been waste of time. Like, while you've been acting with integrity and accountability, other people or the other person, they totally haven't. They've been fucking up, basically. They've been fucking up. They've been wasting your time. They haven't been playing by the rules. They haven't really had ethics, is really what I'm getting here. And you're revealing this. You're revealing this, and you're not going to allow your time to be wasted anymore. You're not going to allow your energy to be wasted anymore, taken for granted. Anything else for my fire signs? Last cards. Oh my. I do want to say be careful. I do think there's a little bit of illusion going on here. Especially with the card. Seven of Swords is the overall. There's a little bit of illusion going on here. I do feel on the part of the people or person that you're dealing with. But for some of you, there's illusion on your part as well. But when we get worked up, when we get angry, sometimes we don't see things clearly either. So I'm thinking it's actually on both sides of the table here. But we did just get the King of Cups in reverse and the Six of Swords. Moving on for your own peace of mind. And we already knew that, right? We already knew that you were going to be put in a position to make a choice here. And the choice is a spiritually guided choice as well, to speak on this, to shine light on it so that you can move past it. The Six of Swords is finding peace and harmony and moving towards the future, moving towards other horizons, away from this King of Cups in reverse energy, which is, to me, actually feeling like emotional manipulation. That's how that's feeling to me. Like somebody who's not emotionally mature or doesn't have emotional intelligence, social intelligence, moving away from that. Overall, you did get the Seven of Swords. You did get the Seven of Swords. Oh my. With the Six of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So you guys know when the Seven of Swords comes out, there's illusion at play. Something's lurking in the shadows. Not all the truth is out there. Excuse me, shaman burps. Also when the Seven of Swords comes out, we're not really moving forward because something's holding us back. And then we literally have the Six of Cups, which is our past, right? Our past, our inner child, our childhood patterns, our family patterns, memories, past life energy, all that stuff. And then Four of Pentacles, there is this like holding on, this gripping, this closed off energy. It feels a little bit like the octopus from the animal deck, which is kind of devilish energy to me. So there is some kind of patterning here that's happening, fire signs, that is being shown to you in this whole dynamic. Some of you, this could just be between you and family. Doesn't have to be work, doesn't have to be romantic. It could literally be between you and family. And this pattern is not healthy. Okay? It's not. It's not healthy. It's not healthy, and it's leaving you feeling like you're unappreciated. It's leaving you feeling like you're a good person, you've done the right things. Why are you getting hurt in this situation? Why are you the one getting controlled? Why do you keep falling into these power dynamics? And enough is enough, right? Stand in your power and say something. Break the cycle, if you will, especially if this is relating to family. My, oh my. I did just hear blame game. There's some blaming going on too, so be mindful of that. But like I said, there is, oh, thank you for the $4.99, Rita. Thank you. Oh my God, that's so cute. Is that a, wait. Is that a, wait, what is that? Is that, because it's on my phone and it's far and I can't totally see it. I thought it was a sloth for a second, but it's really cute. Thank you. I can feel there's illusion here. I can feel there's like murkiness. And I do think it's on both sides of the table. I do. I absolutely do. For anybody who's identifying as like the Knight of Pentacles, like, hey, I showed up with the best of intentions, or I always show up with the best of intentions. There's a part of your inner child that is that's triggered by this, and there is some trauma there. There is some patterns there, and when you get upset and angry, you might not see things so clearly. You might even not articulate yourself so clearly either. So something to pay attention to there. But there's definitely some illusions, and I want to even say just like lack of honesty, like intentional lack of honesty, like the like omissions, right? Like the lies of omissions happening on the other end of things here. And I think and I think you're aware of that. But let's move on. Good luck this weekend, fire signs. Good luck for whoever that is for. All right. Let me get a sip of water. Actually, I'm gonna run to the restroom. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a sip of water. I'm gonna run to the restroom. Let's take like a couple minute intermission break for those who need it. And then we're gonna get into air or water. Oh, okay. All right, be right back. Okay. You guys are all commenting on Clyde. Clyde being magnificently himself for the intermission. Like I said, he loves that bed. It's very comfortable. Oh, buddy. Love that cat. Um, oh, he did? He spoke to you guys? He was meowing? Oh, I like that. I've got my Mercury in a water sign. Let's see. Um, Buddha Kitty. Oh my God. My friend came up with the best name for him. I can't even reiterate it. Oh, how did she say it? Because, okay, little tangent. That's the word. Words. Clyde said, "Let go and chillax." Oh, he did a full-on reading. Oh my God! Now I like want to go back and watch. I'll have to do it later. If anybody could timestamp the Clyde chit chat, that'd be really fun. I was hanging out with a friend, and we were talking about familiars. And actually, okay, oh my God, this is like a whole video in and of itself. All right, we're gonna hang out for a little bit, and then we're gonna get back to the reading. She was showing me this filter on TikTok, and you guys know me, I still don't understand TikTok. I posted one thing, I still don't totally get it. And it's like an anime filter, manga filter, whatever, however the hell you say it. So it's like when you put it on somebody, like, or anything, it like makes it into like anime. But so there's a theory, and I'm actually starting to think it's right, that if there's like a spirit there, it'll like turn it into a person. And so she was doing it with her cats, and she has one cat that she like knows is a familiar, and it totally changed the cat into like a person, but the other cat like stayed a cat. And we were totally like, we were kind of going crazy with it, and I honestly think there's some validity to that, because like if there is a spirit there, it will turn it into like a full-fledged person. Sometimes it takes like objects and makes it into like a blobby faceless person, and those I'm like, all right, it's trying to make something out of the object, but like, dude, all right, so, okay, so we were out in nature, and there was this like one area with this like magnificent tree, and it was like we could feel that like magic of the fae, like we could feel it, right? We knew something was there. And we made offerings to it and everything, and then one night we were like, you know what, let's go out and use the filter on it. And I was like, okay. So we go out there and we take a picture of this tree. I wish I had saved it. I like didn't have the presence of mind, because the second we took the picture and we saw what came through, we felt this wave of energy come up, and it was like, oh, okay, there's definitely something there. Anyway, but what showed up was this big like lotus flower, and then there was this like crazy elven looking like anime character in the middle of this lotus flower with like this blue sparkles and like red purple eye. It was like so clearly a person. And I was like, holy shit. Anyway, so I've been meaning to use it on Clyde. Actually, you know what? Let's do it right now. I'm kind of curious, because I was like, I want to use it on Clyde to see if it'll make him a person or not, because I know he's my familiar. I know he is, you know? All right, we're going to have a little fun for a second. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Uh, okay, effects. The music is annoying that comes with this filter. All right, let's give this a try. All right. Hey, Clyde. Hey, buddy. So cute. Clyde, come here. Oh, that's weird. It like, I don't know how to describe this. What is that? I was like, what is that? It's like showing a person in bed, like under the covers, which is kind of crazy. Clyde's gonna run. What's the filter? I don't, how do I find, okay, so I see the filter. Oh, it's called AI manga. That's what it's called. AI manga, right there. Um, just because he's sleeping, but literally it like shows somebody under the bed. Anyway, Clyde is gonna look like Bob Marley. What? Oh, yeah, what the fuck, LMAO. I know, it's just like, it was just a fun little thing, but I do think there's some validity to that claim, because like I'm never gonna get over that image that came through when we were hanging out and taking pictures of the Fae tree. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh, yeah, we're doing a weekend reading. That's what we were doing. And it's funny because when I've done it on myself, it's weird. It's weird what comes through. Like sometimes when I take it of myself, there's like weird things coming off of like my third eye when I do it on myself. And the one time it made me a dude. I was like, maybe I'm in my mask going on. It was weird. Anyway, you should do it again when he's not on the bed. I know, I kind of want to like wake him up, but if I wake him up, he's going to be all over the place, and plus he's resting. So I'm going to do it again later, and I'll totally post the picture if it's something crazy. Anyway, error water. Error water for this weekend. You guys are battling it out a little bit. Hopefully you guys don't have conflict over this weekend. Let's go with water. Let's go with water. Do it again when he's out of the bed. Yeah, I will. I will. That was so funny. Okay. Where is the filter? It's on TikTok. It's on TikTok. I don't know how to like look these things up on TikTok. She did it for me. I still don't understand TikTok all that well. All right, water signs. Give me a minute to kind of get back in the flow. Get back in the flow. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm feeling an interesting vibe with you guys. How do I want to say this? It's not, I feel like some people would describe this as like you're getting in tune with your inner bitchiness. um, but I don't want to say it that way because that's not right. It's like you're getting comfortable saying no, you're getting comfortable with boundaries, you're getting comfortable showing a little bite, showing a little teeth. Water signs, you guys tend to be very stereotypically seen as very like soft, maybe even a little bit of catering to other people, maybe being a little overgiving because you guys are very empathic, right? Um, and you're still empathic. Some of you are actually also exercising this too, where for those of us who are empaths, you're really pushing people's energy away more consistently. So you're not dealing with other people's stuff as much. And that's a good place to be. It just feels like you're in your darker energy. That's not a bad thing. Being in your darker energy is not a bad thing. It's just part of who you are. But you're leaning into that a little more. You're leaning into that a little bit more, especially this weekend, it feels like. And it could be because the holiday's coming up. And again, especially those who are empathic, you're not wanting to take on anybody's stuff. Okay. But I do feel like you might be really saying no a lot this weekend or really putting boundaries up a lot with people this weekend. It feels a little bit like you're getting tested. Some of like I don't mean like in a spiritually tested way. I mean like people might be testing you a little bit, like with your boundaries, like pushing up against your boundaries a little bit. And if that's the case, you're probably not going to handle words. Probably not going to put up with it. All right. Any messages or insights from the water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, it has this vibe of like if somebody like asks something of you or says they want to do something or whatever, and you're like, no, no, thank you. It's like they won't take it for an answer. This is not gonna be for everybody, but this is definitely something coming up for you guys. And it's like this repetitive, like, no, 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 no means no. It's this, yeah. It's like it's this repetitive, like, you need to take my no for a no. You need to like see that I'm setting a boundary and just respect it and leave me the hell alone. Like it has, you see what I'm saying? Even that, like it has like a bite to it. Your energy's got a bite to it. Yeah, you may even be asked to sacrifice like self-care even for the sake of another person. And it's like, that's like, no. Not doing that. Any messages or insights? Oh, interesting. Oh, so I love when this happens. So I just saw this camel and snake, and then stingray was like, like lurking underneath all of that. You're getting in touch with your inner stingray. Now, stingray, that literally in this deck is called the backbone. It's developing a backbone, but it speaks to spiritual integrity and spiritual strength and emotional strength and maturity. It's quickly become like my King of Cups card, but they are still a stingray. This is also very much in line with the full moon Scorpio of the medicine of the sting. And even if you're the one who has to administer the medicine, right? Ooh, water signs. People better watch out this weekend. With camel and snake coming out here, I feel an unlocking happening for you. That's what I actually feel here, especially as it relates to the snake. Because snake speaks to tapping into untapped potential. There's also like sacred geometry going on this card. This card speaks of Kundalini energy as well. It's really waking up to a source of energy or a part of yourself that you just haven't tapped into before, or you haven't tapped into yet. Anyone have timestamps? I wrote down earth and fire and water. So earth is 725. Oh, sorry, my handwriting's terrible. Fire is 3545 and water is 108.50. Okay, but anyway, so it's funny because who else had camel? It was the first one, right? Yeah, earth signs. Earth signs had camel, so there might be some connection there for you guys too. But camel is this like surviving energy. It's like sustaining through hard times or being efficient with resources. Like that's what camel is, right? but that's like not living. And something within you is like, it's unlocking. And it's the stingray. It's the stingray energy. I really want to say it's just this darker energy of yours, but dark isn't bad. It's not bad. It's one way, it's like shadowy and dark because it's new, because it's coming to the light. Um, you might also see it as dark because it is this like energy that you exert. It's this energy that you put out to change or to even destroy. And we need that. Everybody needs that. You can't create without destroying, right? We can't be passive. Like you're not in a passive mode right now. You're not. You're not in a passive mode right now. So you're embodying the stingray. And it's kind of a new superpower of yours. It's a new tool. But it's really just a way of really having emotional and spiritual integrity for yourself as it relates to the external and as it relates to your needs, as it relates to other people. And you're just being very firm about it. That's it. Like you are. You're just being very firm about it. It is what it is. Because this is the other thing too, the energy that I'm getting. It's not like you're being pompous. It's not like you're being obnoxious. It's not like you're being arrogant. Like I don't feel you like showing up like a puffy peacock, right? I don't see that. Like you're not like exerting your energy onto other people. You're minding your own business, but it's like don't come so close to the stingray and get in the stingray's bubble, get in their environment and ask them to do shit. Like don't ask that of water signs. They're not having it, especially if it's going to compromise or if it's going to compromise their emotional or spiritual integrity or care. I keep getting this coming back to self-care, like emotional self-care, spiritual self-care. That's what I feel like this keeps coming back to. And especially if this is like something that's really new for you guys, where maybe you haven't prioritized your own needs and your own self care before for the sake of other people, this might be coming up a lot. And sometimes that just happens because when we've developed a new skill, when it comes to something like that, it shows up a lot so we can really cement it. So it's really, really ingrained in us, right? And it is your element. It's also your element. It's the water element. Getting strong Pisces energy all of a sudden. What's in Pisces right now? Neptune is still in Pisces. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Pisces. You get a Pisces in your chart. And I'm getting strong Pisces energy. Some of you are also, in order for this to happen or in the midst of this happening, you may even reflect on where maybe you pushed other people's boundaries a little too far. Anything else for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Ooh, okay. Hummingbird. Hummingbirds coming out here. This feels like an energy that's like pending. It's weird. It feels like it's waiting like in the inbox or something. Like it's like this isn't showing up yet. Yeah, it's weird. This is like a future energy. This is outside of your reality right now. That's a weird way to say it, but that's how it wants to be said. The hummingbird can be a timing energy. It can also be this like fast spark, kind of similar to firefly, but it's about fast movement is really what I'm getting for you. There's a fast moving energy, almost feels like Geminian to me. This could be a person. This could be a person. Ooh, some of you guys, this is a person. Some of you, it's a spark of inspiration and creativity, but it's not in your field yet. It's not in your reality yet. Like it's literally pending in the inbox. Yvonne, hi, thank you for the $5. I think I got too much Scorpio in me and not in a stinker way. Well, we all change. We all ebb and flow through our life, right? It's funny. Everybody's calling me WaterBaby lately, with all the names I've had. There's something interesting going on there. But yeah, this feels like a breath of fresh air. This feels exciting. This feels new. This feels uplifting. I like this. I like this energy. I feel like this is a person. I gotta be totally honest with you guys. I really strongly feel like this is a person. And if it's not a person, it could just literally be this like this rush of inspiration that you're feeling for yourself. But it's not here yet. It's pending. It's not here yet. It's not here yet. Some of you really need to get solid in this energy first. They said yes. Okay, you do. You need to get really solid in your own stingray energy first before this can come in. For those of you where this is like downloads and inspiration and like this upliftment of life, you can't get there until you have this very strong, sturdy foundation and boundaries when it comes to taking care of yourself emotionally and spiritually. Then this energy can come in, right? And if it's a person, same thing. It's like you need to have the solid foundation in order to align or how do I want to say this? Gel with, I guess, like flow. Thank you. Flow with this hummingbird energy. For those of this as a person, I think this person's going to really make you feel alive. Like they're not going to be draining. They're not going to take from you. They're going to add. They're going to add to your life. This could be a friend. This could be a mentor. This could be a love interest, sure. But I feel like this energy that's coming in as a person, it's to make you feel bright. It's to really uplift you and give you this breath of fresh air. That's what I feel like the whole purpose of the hummingbird energy is. Let's see what else wants to come in. But this is where you're at right now. This is what you're solidifying this weekend. Solidify that. Anything else for my water signs? The card of the weekend, the hawk. Spiritually guided paths, decisions, downloads, intuitive hits, your team being right there with you, helping you go in a certain direction. Okay. And I really wanted to put it with the stingray. So keep solidifying that stingray energy. Keep building upon that foundation, that emotional, spiritual, taking care of the self foundation. Keep building on that. Keep building on that. And then this energy is going to come in as your own personal inspiration and upliftment and excitement, and life feels fresh and new again. Or it's going to be a person who can add to your life. Even looking at like the visuals of the cards, you see that like the black against the white against the black, the rainbow colors. It's like, it's something that's very supplementary, but I feel like it's going to be very stimulating for you. It's going to be very stimulating. That's like the biggest thing. It's going to be stimulating. But Spirit's leading you in that direction. Spirit's helping you right now. So just solidify the stingray. Overall, we do have the turtle. We love when the turtle comes out. When the turtle comes out, it's a very grounding energy. It's like, hey, just go with the flow of how things are right now. Just move at the pace that things are right now. And when you are solidifying this energy, it can feel a little bit stagnant. It can feel a little bit like things aren't progressing, so to speak. Like you're just kind of living your day in, day out life while you're working on this, because this is an internal thing. That's totally an internal thing. It's not external. It's just the external is going to challenge you on it. But it's not like, this isn't you building up your career or buying houses. Like it's not anything super progressive. It's like, this is an internal process that you are just making really solid, right? So go with the flow of that. Some of you might want more. Some of you might want a lot of things to be happening, but this is what needs to happen right now. That's just what needs to happen. And things can move again. This is going to be a fast moving energy. Like I said, it might even come with like an Eight of Wands feeling of suddenly you're doing a lot. Suddenly you're traveling a lot. Suddenly you're talking a lot. Suddenly you're making shit happen. You know what I mean? And that's to come, but not right now. This is what needs to happen right now. Okay, so just go with the flow of that. When turtle comes out, it also speaks to ancestral energy, mother energy, grandmother energy. More so grandmother to me, in my own opinion, but everyone's different. Everybody works with animals differently. But this is a huge indication, especially with hawk, that you got a lot of help right now. You got a lot of help right now that's easy to tune into right now. So tune into it, okay? Yeah, even underneath that, underneath turtle, we do have the lion, the master of fire. The lion card indicates having a mastery of knowing how to not just flow with your energy, but when there's a time to rest, deal with this, and a time to take action, right? So just practice that wisdom. Be the stingray. Get solid in your stingray energy, no matter who's challenging you on it or what's challenging you on it. And then this energy is going to come in. It's just pending. It's literally just in the inbox. It's just waiting for you to be ready to open it. Okay? Very cool. All right. Cards. Yeah, you guys are getting midnight magic. I thought it was fire signs, and then I was about to open it, and I heard no. I was like, okay. Again, all the decks that I use are linked below. Hold on, where's my chapstick? So I thought I had it. Yeah, I do have it on me. Oh, a dry husk. You wouldn't believe how much water I drank. Just last night alone. I feel like I couldn't chug it fast enough. Maybe I need something more than water. Maybe that's what it is. I try to be good and like when I'm out here have like fruit water because it like adds electrolytes and stuff. But you know, it's like a whole extra step. Anyway. All right. Water signs. Some of you might feel like you're going through a crowning. I just heard crowning. I feel like that has to do more with your crown chakra. Some of you guys could feel like it's a rebirth. Take it as it resonates, but I feel like it has to do with your crown chakra. Okay, you might feel a lot going on with your head. You might even feel like a band of energy, like restrictive or tingly, like around your crown, like a crown. But I heard crowning. I just heard I'm solid in who I am. That's what I just heard. I am solid in who I am. I am solid in who I am. I am solid in who I am. Any messages or insights from my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You're also going to start noticing more. I don't want to say this. Maybe faster. Maybe that's what it is. You're going to start noticing faster or even more instances of where people really lack this energy within themselves, where people really lack this integrity, where people feel like, okay, this is interesting because this actually came up a little bit in the Aqua reading. So if you guys have any Aqua placements, you're dealing with an Aquarius. We do a Pluto in Aquarius right now retrograding, so it could even apply collectively, where people feel like they're missing stuff, like where people have this like emptiness or like this inner void that they're trying to fill, that they're trying to compensate for. Especially when it comes to other people, like getting other people to fill a void, whether it's through sex or codependent relationships, I don't know, unhealthy behavior, drinking, whatever it is. But you're going to start to see that more and more and more. Like how often and how many people feel incomplete, feel like they have voids to fill. And if you've been one of those people, this is you working your way away from that. Because Stingray is very whole and complete. Stingray is very solid. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Any other messages or insights from my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Am I taking these? Yeah. Oh, nice. Nice water signs. Oh my God, I love it. 9 of Cups in reverse and the 8 of Cups. You are moving away from disappointment. You're moving away from feeling sorry for yourself. You're moving away from feeling this lack of fulfillment. That's literally what it is. You're moving away from that. And like I was saying before, it's like if you've ever struggled with like an emptiness or feeling like you got voids to fill, you're moving away from that too with the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups in reverse. There's an Ace of Cups here as well. You're choosing your cup. You're choosing your emotional, spiritual integrity and self-care. Beautiful. Beautiful. It also is aligning too with the camel energy and the snake energy. Because that camel energy, it's just getting by, right? The camel is like, I'm just getting by because I'm just in survival mode and I just got to get by. And nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But you want more for yourself. You want to be fulfilled, right? You don't want to just get by. So it's like you're moving away from that camel. You're moving away from the Nine of Cups in reverse and you're unlocking that. I'm actually hearing quest. Interesting. Quest. Some of you might have a spiritual journey as part of this as well. Like maybe you're going to take a vacation. Maybe you're going to go to a retreat. Maybe you're going to go visit a mentor or something like that, or a staycation, or maybe you're just going to take a day for yourself, right? But it has a little bit of like a vision quest sort of vibe. To each their own. That's not going to be for everybody, but some of you are definitely in that boat. Any other messages or insights from my water signs? Wheel of Fortune. Yes, look at that. Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning. Divine timing is here, turning in your favor. What else can I say? What else can I say? It's turning in your favor. You're working on that stingray energy. Spirit is leading you. Spirit is guiding you. You're going to get this hummingbird energy into your life in the form of a person or your own inspiration, maybe even both. It's coming. That breath of fresh air is coming. Some of you might feel like you've been in the desert for a while. Some of you might feel like you've been in this like, I'm getting by, I'm getting by, I'm getting by kind of place and not really feeling fulfilled or not feeling like you're really living, or again, that something's been missing. You're not going to feel that way anymore. Anything else from my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let's see. Ooh. All right. So the wheel is turning, and look what it's turning. The Three of Swords and the Five of Wands in reverse. It feels like there's a lot going on there. I feel heavy competition energy, actually. I feel very strong competition. Some of you feel like you've been in competition with yourself. Like you've been fighting yourself. Some of you feel like maybe you've had people create a lot of challenges along your way, but this is what's changing. This is what's turning for you, okay? With the Wheel of Fortune coming out next to it. But that, I get competition. That's what keeps coming through the Three of Swords and the Five of Wands in reverse. Competition, competition, competition. Some of you could have been really hard on yourself and you're learning not to be anymore. Like, whatever you do, it's not enough, or you're not, I don't know, like you're not like some standard of what you've set for yourself, and maybe you set the bar really high, or maybe you look at your life and it's like, no, life can be better, life can be better, life can be better, life can be better. Well, if life can always be better, then it's never going to feel good, right? So you're learning to get out of that competitive energy with yourself and potentially with other people as well. Because that also implies that something's missing. If you're always in that competitive state, right? Or always in that space of like, things can be better, things can be better, things can be better. It's automatically creating this like conflict, you know? Four of Swords in reverse. Again, I'm feeling that like spiritual journey energy here, like a little bit of like, maybe taking a time out, maybe taking a little bit of a vacay is a good idea for some of my water signs. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get all the cards out here. Something interesting. Ooh, okay. Something interesting is going on here. Anything else for my water signs? Uh-huh. I see your boundaries. Okay. So now we have King of Wands, Lovers, and the Seven of Wands. It's a lot of fire. I see your boundaries there with the Seven of Wands. I see that. And what you're willing to fight for. What's worth the fight? What is worth your energy? You're doing it as a King of Wands. Okay? It's interesting because Stingray to me is like King of Cups energy. And then here you are moving into fire. very quickly moving into fire. And with lovers, that is about your personal balance, your personal alignment, and the choices that you're making that are aligned to what you want on a soul level, right? And the Seven of Wands is the bit of that like sting energy. So yeah, you could be pushing people away with this energy just as much as you could be fighting for certain people or for certain circumstances. But at the end of the day, it's always for yourself. It's always for your integrity, your balance, your alignment. So yeah, I see you. I see you in this stingray energy and utilizing the sting. But this does imply that there's other people, continuing to come at you. I feel other stuff here. Hold on. Let me sit with this for a second. You're not very eager to let people in your space, which is like the whole point of all of this, right? You'll let the right people in. I feel like you're going to make people work for it. I feel like you're going to make people work for it. That's how it's feeling to me. Because like you do have the right people coming or the right person coming in. But I still feel like your boundaries are almost, I'm not going to say too strong. They're where they need to be. But you're just going to make people work for it. I do feel that. You're going to make people work for it. For some of you, this hummingbird energy, if this is a person, yeah, again, they're just repeating. Yeah, it's just pending. It's like they're just like not in your reality yet. There's a sense of distance with this hummingbird energy as a person. Just a sense of distance. But that's up to you for when you're ready for it. It's all up to you. This is all free will. When you're ready for the hummingbird, you'll be ready for the hummingbird, but it's up to you. Overall, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. With the Six of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing turn around. Turn around. Seven of Pentacles is evaluation. It's evaluation, it's planning, it's a little bit of like taking stock of kind of what's going on and what resources you have and etc. Right? It's also investment energy. But Six of Wands in reverse is like this feeling of not having recognition, or maybe even not being in the mix of things, failing. That's a Six of Wands in reverse energy, and it's like turning that around. Turning that around. The feeling like something's been missing. That Three of Swords, Five of Wands energy that the Wheel of Fortune is helping you to turn around. You're doing that. You're doing that too. You're co-creating with spirit to make that happen. It's part of that same energy. That fight to have more, to be more, to always feel like, again, like you're lacking in some way, your life is lacking in some way, realizing that you have been doing this to yourself. And you're turning that around. You're just recognizing it. You're recognizing it. And you're co-creating with spirit to do it. Okay? All right. Nice. Nice, water signs. Congratulations. It's a really nice reading. Okay. Last but not least, air. My air signs. Let's see. Where are we at? 138. I'll do 10. That's fine. All right. Hi, air signs. Let's see. Are those green mushrooms or green jellyfish? They're mushrooms. They're mushrooms. Eternal light mushroom. Here, I'll hold it up really close so you can see it. And that's the actual name of it. But eternal light mushroom. I tuned in. You just came in. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know my air signs, I feel like I could feel you guys being like, when are you going to do air? When are you going to do air? When are you going to do air? And I've said it before. Sometimes the sign that goes last, sometimes has the most intense reading. Like sometimes the people who go last, they go last for a reason. Not like I plan it out that way. I just kind of feel what energies want to, should be spoken on next. All right. Air signs. Air signs. Gemini. Libra. Aquarius. Gemini. This is weird what they're showing me. This is weird. So they're showing me hedges, like plants, but like really tall, almost like you can't see over them. Like you can't see where you're going. Oh, Are you in a maze? Do you feel like you're in a maze, air signs? Do you feel like you're confused? It kind of has that feeling. Like, I think this happened in one of the live action Alice in Wonderlands where like suddenly the maze appeared before her, but it was like, you know, you could see everything and then all of a sudden it's like and suddenly you're like, oh shit, I'm in a maze. What the hell? It's kind of got that feeling to it. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you might feel like Spirit's playing a game with you or the universe is playing a game with you. That's all word choice. That's word choice and perception as far as my opinion is concerned. But yeah, it feels a little bit like you can't see where you're going. You feel like you're in a little bit of a maze. You feel a little bit like you're kind of being messed with or played with. That's not for all of you, but some of you definitely feel that way. You're trying to find your way out. Kind of like, when did this happen and how did I get here? Almost feeling like you thought things were clear. You thought you had a handle on things. You thought you knew where you were going, and suddenly you don't. What could cause that? A dark night of the soul could cause that. An awakening could totally cause that. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm getting a really strong water energy coming through here. You could have water in your chart. You could be dealing with the water sign. What sign is this? I'm just going to say it's a water energy. It's weird. It just feels like it's like an undercurrent of water. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Wow. So having this feeling of confusion or being in a maze or like not really knowing where you're going, look at the two cards that came out. Hawk has come out, I think, for everybody. Hawk and Whale. Spirit is on your butt, right there with you, whispering in your ear. That's what both of these cards are, very spiritual cards. The Whale speaks of the subconscious, intuition, the interconnectedness of all things, the void of everything, right? It's very Piscean. And literally the hawk is the guide in this deck. You may feel lost. You may feel confused. You may not know where you're going. You may even feel like you're in the darkness, like you're in the unknown. But Spirit is being your light right now, and Spirit is leading you the right direction. You just have to listen. You just have to listen. You just have to listen. You just got to be really in tune with your intuition and not overthink it. I know it's uncomfortable to be there, but I love. It's almost like it's making me feel very warm and fuzzy because it's almost like a love letter from Spirit being like, I know things are not great. I know things are confusing and maybe a little scary, but we're right there with you. Like it has that feeling to it, and it's like super sweet actually. Let's keep going. Oh, Nightingale. Nightingale just came out. This is a throat chakra card. It's literally about communication. Speaking, preaching, communication. I feel like you guys need to make sure you spend some time in meditation. I feel like you're getting very, very direct messages from Spirit, direct guidance. They're trying to help you. It feels a little bit like Nightingale is asking for help. It feels a little bit like your soul's calling out for help right now. What happened? Air signs, what happened? What happened? I can't get away from it. Yeah, this feels like you're calling out for help. Or you want to call out for help. There may even be one person in particular that you want to ask advice from, or even ask for help. You may hold yourself back a little bit from that, but you want to ask for help. I can see it. Oh, these energies feel chaotic. I just got a little dizzy. We have cheetah and lamb. Something about this feels very chaotic, dizzying. I don't like this energy. This might be the energy that causes confusion for you. And I think it's an energy that's actually within you that's happening. Some of you guys, this is an awakening. Some of you, this is just a straight up awakening. Lamb is new energy, it's baby energy, it's birthed energy. Cheetah is Eight of Wands. Cheetah is fast, on the go, momentum, like unstoppable, right? That's Lamb and Cheetah energy. And I feel like it's just this energy to me feels like a tornado. I don't like this energy. I don't want to be in this energy, but I feel like this is what's happening to you. I feel like this is what's causing this like confused, I don't see where I'm going, I'm in a maze, it's daunting. That's what it is. It's daunting energy. But the fact that you have the Lamb here, you could be involved in a situation or a relationship, whatever it is, that is really foreign to you. Like maybe you're needing to do something that you've never done before, because that also can speak to Lamb, like being a little bit like wet behind the ears, right? Being a little green at something. But this cheetah energy is creating way too much chaos. And I want to say you don't have to move so fast. And maybe you feel like you don't have a choice, but I feel like it's just representing this like chaotic, daunting, I don't know what to do. I don't know my way, or I don't know what's going on. Like that's how it feels. I don't like it. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put it down. And words, when it came out, it actually came out in reverse like this, and I was like, ugh. So I'm just gonna put that over there. But like I said, Spirit's trying to guide you through this. I really want to say meditate. Meditate. Ground. Do some breath work. All of a sudden, my crown feels like it's spinning. And if there are people that you can talk to them. Don't keep this to yourself, because I feel like I'm looking at air signs who feel like they're in a tornado right now. And you guys are kind of freaked out. You guys are kind of stressed out. There's no need to play strong in this, is what I'm saying. There's no need to play strong in this energy, especially if there's any of you here who are kind of like newer to this and you're going through an awakening and you just happen to find me here. Yeah, you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to do this alone. Not this part. Some of you feel like you're out of control, or you've lost control over something. Oh God. Okay. So on the whale, we got the fish card. More spiritual energy. This is speaking more to, hey, there is kind of a craziness going on here. You have to surrender to it. Don't fight it. You got to surrender to a little bit of the chaos. You got to surrender to being a little confused, but know that we're right there with you, and we're going to lead you out of the darkness. We're going to lead you out of the unknown, but you have to tune into them to do that. And then we have bat. Also speaks of transitions, right? The bat it's like you want to see in the dark. That's what you're asking help on. It's like, help me to see in the dark. Help me to see my way out of this right now. Yeah. And again, if you do have that person to ask for help from, words, ask for help. Overall, we have octopus. Fear has got a grip on you right now. Octopus is basically the devil card. It's restriction, it's suffocation, it's codependency, it's feeling really dragged down, right? And you are getting kind of sucked into this in a way that you kind of are out of control a little bit here, right? But I feel like it's really representing fear more than anything. I feel like this is just straight up fear. This is a crazy reading, air signs. See, why do you guys went last? That's why you guys had to go last. I want to know what triggered this, because this is a crazy energy. Even just to channel it, like, it's making me dizzy. What triggered this? I guess it doesn't matter what triggered this, but you're here. You're here. You're here. You're here. You're in the chaos. You're in the crazy. All right, let's pull some cards for you guys. I'm gonna use my little mini Rider-Waite deck. Any messages or insights from my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you guys might feel like the training wheels just came off and you weren't ready for them to come off. That's also a feeling I'm getting too. like maybe you had help, maybe you had some assistance, maybe like someone was holding your hand through something, and suddenly the training wheels are off or that person's gone or whatever, and you're like, oh shit. Oh shit, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Don't let go of the bike. I wasn't ready. Like when you're like learning how to ride a bike, right? I told you not to let go of the bike and you let go and I'm falling. Like that's how this feels. Any messages or insights from my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I really want to say you guys gotta ground, like big time. You really gotta ground and just take a minute and breathe. So we have 2 of Wands in reverse, indecision, not knowing what to do. But we do have the Queen of Cups as well, and she landed on the Fish. Your intuition is the key here. Being grounded and being in tune with your intuition is the way out of this. You got to feel your way out of this. And I want to say this might also be the problem, air signs. You can't think your way out of whatever this is. You can't think your way out of this. You got to feel your way through this. You got to feel your way through this. This is not something you can logic your way out. Especially because it's like there's so much fear and it feels like such an energetic thing, an emotional thing. It's not logical. It's not. It's not logical. This is kind of an internal freak out. You got to feel your way through this. 6 of Swords in reverse. I want to say stormy, actually. With the 6 of did I say 6 of Wands? 6 of Swords. When the 6 of Swords is upright, you're getting into clear water. Here you're not. Here you're kind of still in a storm, and I am getting storm. But it's a storm. Yeah, it's a storm of the mind. It's a storm of the mind. Again, you can't logic your way through this. Two Wands in reverse with the Fool in reverse. You don't know. This is just repeating itself. You don't know how to handle this right now. You're feeling indecisive. You're feeling afraid of taking a risk if a risk is required. You're worried about making a mistake. Some of you guys are definitely judging yourself and thinking you've already kind of messed something up. I don't think you have. I can't, and see, that's the thing. There's so much like chaotic energy. I can't even get a grip on like tangibly how this even started, right? It's like this just feels like an internal storm. And again, it doesn't matter. They keep telling me it doesn't matter how the storm started. The storm started and you're in the storm. So you gotta calm yourself. You gotta calm yourself out of the storm here. Any other messages or insights from my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, 7 of Swords. I hate to say it, but you're stirring up the storm into a hurricane here, okay? That's what this is feeling like to me. You're stirring up the storm into a hurricane. You're working yourself up into a frenzy. And it's because you keep trying to put logic on it. You keep trying to put logic on it, and you're not grounding. You're not grounding. You're not grounding, and you're not just like letting the emotion flow through you. It's interesting because I keep wanting to go, well, how did this start? And they keep saying it doesn't matter. And I think that's a testament to where you're at. You're trying to figure it out, and it's not a figure out thing. Some of this can even be just like a panic attack. 9 of Swords. Oh my God. Air signs, air signs, air signs, air signs. This landed on the 6 of Swords in reverse. There's a 3 of Swords here too. Pain, discomfort, also getting a little bit of like tension. There's definitely a lot of stress going on here. But 9 of Swords is anxiety, it's worry, it's concern, it's like late nights, not sleeping. It's again, it's the internal storm. It's like it just keeps coming back to it. It's the internal storm. You gotta get into this Queen of Cups energy about it. You gotta kind of, I want to say detach yourself, actually, like look at it from outside of yourself, right? Look at it from outside of yourself and ground and just woo-saw your way through it. Because getting in the mind is just making it so much worse. You feel really alone in it too, but I keep wanting to say you're not alone. You're not alone. Any other messages or insights? I should have called it. I was going to say, I feel like the moon card's going to come out and then the moon. This is crazy making. This is crazy making. When the moon comes out with the 9 of Swords, traditionally, it literally means crazy. That's literally what it means. You're making yourself crazy here. But this is also the other thing that I was alluding to, where I feel like for some of you, this could even be like literally a spiritual awakening moment, or coming into some sense of awareness that you didn't before. And it's almost like turning everything like inside out, like even like your own belief system, like turning it on its head a little bit. Yeah. And getting so stuck in the mind too, for some of you, it's also this pattern of like, of really ignoring your deeper emotions for the sake of logic. Oh, geez, sorry. Of logicking your way through things. Interesting. Now we have a 3 of Cups energy. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you're alone in this. 3 of Cups implies that you're not. 3 of Cups implies that you're not. Oh. Well, interesting. Now we have the 2 of Cups and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Well, if anything's going to make anyone crazy, it's going to be love or relationships, isn't it? Right? You gotta laugh. Anyway, 3 of Cups with the 2 of Cups and the Queen of Swords in reverse. There's the Ace of Cups here. We have a lot of feminine energy on the board. We have no masculine energy, which tells me this is all internal. This is all internal. Queen of Swords in reverse, I'm getting just the confusion of it all. The confusion, the lack of clarity, and the wanting to speak up. The wanting to speak up, the wanting to ask for help. There may be one person, again, this is something I picked up before. There may be one person in particular that you want to ask for help, but you're not. And I want to ask why. Why wouldn't you ask for their help? It might be because you feel so crazy. Like, look at this. Look at that. Some of you may even be questioning your own sanity, especially if this is about a spiritual awakening. But whatever this internal storm is, you have somebody you can ask for help. They're right there. They're literally right there. The 3 of Cups is emotional support. It's tribe. 2 of Cups, that's somebody who gets you. Like when 2 of Cups is upright, it's a very mutual connection. Like you get them, they get you. You feel the same way about them as they do you. It's like, it's equal footing. Emotionally, it's equal footing, which is beautiful. No, not a lot of people get that, right? So if you have support, utilize it, but you're not. It's like you're suffering in silence here. Yeah, you're suffering in silence. I feel like Spirit wants you to ask this person for help. Because of the 2 wands in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and the 7 of Swords, that also speaks to like this risky energy, right? Like, I can't go there. I can't do that. I can't. I can't. And you start feeling a little crazy. But I feel like Spirit's like, no, you can. You can. You can do that. You can do that. Overall, we have Temperance, which is amazing. That's also spiritually guided energy. I look at Temperance as a little bit of a guardian angel. It also speaks to resolutions, reconciliations, acceptance, forgiveness, healing, harmony. And then we have 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting, with the 10 of Cups in reverse. I just heard broken home. Some of you guys could be having a very difficult time in your own domestic life, your domestic situation, or with a family member. And it's causing this internal storm, but it's also to get you to recognize that you can still ask for help. And there are ways to healing even the most difficult of broken situations, or I want to say like disharmonious. Is that a word? I think that's a word. Disharmonious situations here, but you got to be brave enough to ask for help. You got to be brave enough to also just recognize that when you're feeling an internal storm, that's what you're feeling, and that you can be honest about that. Like you can be vulnerable with that. I feel a resistance to even that. Like just saying out loud, I am so not okay. It's okay to not be okay. It's totally okay to not be okay. God, I wish I had more cards because I want to clarify this a little bit more. I guess I could use one of the other decks. I want to clarify this one a little bit more for you. I feel like there's a lot going on there. Could even be having nightmares, even like nightmares, crazy dreams, stress dreams. Yeah, I want to clarify that a little bit. Which deck are we going to use? All right, we'll use this one. Something you're not acknowledging. That's why the moon is out here. That's also why it feels so intense. There is something that you are not acknowledging that's causing this internal storm or making it into an internal storm. It's almost like something you've been like hiding from within yourself. Does that make sense? Hiding from, yeah, it's like, it's weird how I want to like put this. Like it's you hiding from you. You hiding from you. Tell me about this for my air signs. Ask for help. Ask for help. I keep wanting to just say that over and over. Please ask for help. And the help that you can get is clearly among friends. At the very least, among friends, with the Three of Cups being there. You know what? This is like the Aquarius reading. This is like the Aquarius reading. So hopefully hopefully I can post it tonight. It should be downloadable tonight. That's the only reason why I haven't posted it on YouTube yet. But yeah, Nine of Swords again. And with the Fool, again, you already had both of these cards. This is what you're afraid of. You're afraid of the Fool. You're afraid to be honest about you not being okay. You're afraid to ask for help. You're afraid to go there. And if you guys are going through something crazy, like a spiritual awakening or anything like that, you're really afraid to be honest about it because it makes you feel crazy. This could even be about owning your own inner crazy. We're all a little crazy in whatever way. You know, we all got our own shit. But being really honest about what that shit is sometimes can be hard. Tell me more about this for my air signs. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You're so afraid of messing up. You're afraid of either messing up a relationship or messing up something that you're involved in. You're afraid. There's a lot of fear. It's a lot of fear. Oh man, it just keeps going on and on. Two of Pentacles in reverse. There's a Five of Pentacles energy here, which is feeling alone, isolated, feeling a lack. This is major imbalance. And again, not knowing what to do. I think you do know what to do. Your ego is like, you don't know what to do, but your soul's like, you know what to do. Because literally you have the Fool here, which literally is the answer, right? It's like with the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is your ego. This is your brain telling you that you don't know what to do. But your soul knows exactly what to do. Your heart knows exactly what to do. Knows exactly what to do. It's through your heart. It's through your soul. It is not through the mind. Anything else here for my air signs? That Two of Cups came out again. I just heard unexplainable. You might feel like it's hard to articulate your internal storm to this person or to a person in particular. Or yeah, you understand what I'm saying. Wow. But it's not. This is actually really sweet now. We have Wheel of Fortune reverse with the Eight of Wands and the Two of Cups. You're getting in your own way of getting the help that you need. What I really like about this is like that word unexplainable, right? You might feel like this is unexplainable. You might feel even that you have an unexplainable connection with somebody, but you don't have to, that's the thing. That's what's so sweet about this. You don't have to explain it. They get it. You don't have to explain it. They get it. That's like so cute. Yeah, especially with the Eight of Wands and the Two of Cups. You clearly want to speak to this person or ask for help or talk about whatever this is that's making you crazy. You're gonna be more understood than you're giving yourself credit for. But that's the craziness of the mind. That's the ego being like, la, right? All you gotta do to turn this wheel around is just get into that Queen of Cups energy. I mean, that's really what it is. It's just get into your water, get into your heart, get into your emotions, get into your soul, and talk to this person or talk to someone about it, because you will be understood way more than you realize. Overall, we have Three of Cups in reverse. Jesus. Eight of Swords in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse. Healing your fear around this. Healing your fear of going for help. Healing your fear of showing your inner crazy. Right? Talking about your inner storm. Wow. Yeah. Air signs, you know what to do. You know what to do. Just calm down first. Just calm down. Just calm down. Okay? You're fine. You're totally fine. I'm hiding something from myself, definitely. There may be some water in your progress chart. I already did this. At midnight, I was full, transparent, owning my mistakes, and that sometimes I get a little too intense, but I feel really good about doing it. Good. Good. Yeah, it might be uncomfortable to do that. You okay, buddy? Sneezing. You okay? Oh, he might have a hairball. Anyway, yeah, air signs, you got this. You're fine. You can handle this. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I got stuff to do today for the apartment. I also needed the weekly. I was gonna do it yesterday, but I've been so freaking tired. I can't believe how much I've slept. I've clearly needed it. I kind of want to take a nap. I won't take a nap yet, though. It's way too early for a nap. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for coming out, and thank you guys for those guys words who sent me the super chats. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've had some apprehension around resuming therapy for CPTSD. Oh, I get it. I mean, that's the thing too. It's like sometimes when you're dealing with trauma, you gotta do it in waves. You gotta do it in layers. It's like you gotta like get into it and then like maybe take a break. You know, it's like if you just like are constantly doing that stuff, you're not really living. And I think sometimes it could get you stuck in a cycle of like thinking that's just what life is about. And it's not. Life is about so much more than that. And we're all a work in progress. None of us are perfect. Nobody is perfect. Some of us are more well-rounded than others, sure, but we all got our shit. We all are always got our shit, right? Good luck to you, Cassie, and all my other fellow spiritual warriors. Yes, yes. Thank you for the aqua reading. Plus, this live was honestly such a blessing. I'm glad you feel that way. I really want to get it up soon. Actually, let me check to see if I can download it yet. I probably can't. Oh, I can. All right, so maybe you guys will see it posted soon. What's today? Today's Friday. I'm also going to be scheduling the live for the new moon. I'll be scheduling it today for a later date. Didn't also say that. But yeah, you guys should see the aqua reading on YouTube today for sure. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to bounce. Thank you guys again for coming out. Thank you guys for liking the video. And yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys very soon. Take care.